Well, as you can see, this truck has been painted, but I just found a death bubble here behind the seat belt that I hadn't noticed before. So usually the reason these happen is because there's two pieces of metal close to each other and then moisture gets in behind. So on the back side it looks fine, but there's basically 6 spot welds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, holding this plate on the back that holds the nuts for the seat belt. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the entire plate, sandblast it, coat it before I put it back in, and then I'll cut out, I'll see how far this goes. I feel actually a little bump here, so that means there's another death bubble starting, and here is actually pretty good. So I might be able to get away with just replacing this whole square here, and then drill a hole, weld it in, spot weld the seatbelt bracket back in. Whoops, got out of focus there, and then we will be finished. So I'm going to drill out these spot welds right now and pull that plate off and see what the backside looks like. I want to get this done as fast as possible. So what I did, quick review of the process. I center punched each spot weld with this. I then drilled a small little pilot hole, but not all the way through. I then used a spot weld cutter. And then actually on the last one, which was this hole, the whole thing, the plate just fell right off the back. Rust, so this doesn't look bad, but this is what it looks like. This is the plate I just removed. So you can see where this metal might be okay still. I'll throw it in the sandblaster, but I'll show you what it looks like on the back side. Looks like I'm going to have to cut out the whole darn thing, which is fine. It's not going to take that much more work. But you see, that's what happens. So once this is done, I'll put some primer on there, and then fluid film the seam after, so it all creeps in behind the back. This one here I don't think I'm going to tackle, but I'll fluid film in between the plate there and the sheet metal of the floor, because on the inside there's no little bumps or bubbles, so I'm not going to bother taking that one out. But this one obviously is needing some attention. Alright, this has been media blasted. It'll be fine for what it is. Nobody's going to see this side. I'm going to give it a coat of epoxy primer right away. And we've got our new piece here. There's the old one, there's the new one. So, and I've got everything scuffed up on the inside. Bare metal showing, nice and shiny, is what you want for welding. So that's all ready. So I'm going to give that piece a coat of epoxy primer right now. Then I'm going to get the new piece tacked in. I've got to change the wire on the welder first, but yeah, so I'm glad to be done with this piece. So that's what one little bubble looks like, and there's a little raised section right here where it was starting. You can see it's 10 to 20 times worse than what you see. So when you see some rust, cut it out. So here's what we're at. Made the patch piece, tacking it in, let it cool down, and I've got the epoxy primer on the backing plate here. A couple good solid coats. So probably another hour I'll have this all welded up, and then we'll sand her down and give it a coat of something. and then we'll get the other plate tacked on the back side. So I'm pretty happy with the progress I'm making. It's been a couple hours, roughly, but yeah, that's where we're at. Okay, we got it all welded in. Looks pretty good. I don't need to go too crazy with this because it's going to be under the carpet, but I still take pride in my work and I want to do a nice job, so that's it. I'll probably drill these holes out a little bit bigger for the plug welds and paint the back side, and then we'll get the plate plug welded in place. Well, that's a wrap on this. All painted nicely, and I'll show you what it looks like from the backside under the truck. I just wanted to mention one final important step, and this is the most important step after this repair has been completed, is to apply fluid film up here so that it can seep down in between the two layers and prevent any future issues. Now, the chances of this happening with this repair done, even if I didn't put fluid film on, would be pretty rare, being that this truck probably won't see any winter driving, but nonetheless, fluid film will be applied up here so that it can seep in between. So if you're doing a repair like this, always spray something in between the panels or the flanges or whatever it is, so you get that ultimate protection. That's it. A few coats of paint on there, on top of some primer, and this job was a success. It didn't take too long, but definitely worth doing. If you found this video helpful in any way, drop a comment below, like the video. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video.